Hello, my gentle friend. Is it that when night falls, when every door has closed, your mind is still wandering, seeking a sense of peace, or perhaps some forgiveness? I understand. Sometimes, the darkness outside makes the burdens within become more distinct. The words we regret saying, the tasks we left undone, they linger like gray clouds that refuse to dissolve. But tonight, you no longer have to carry them alone. Let me sit here, right beside you. We will not judge, nor will we torment. We will simply allow the ancient promises, full of grace, to gently wash over your soul. Here, you do not need to struggle to stay awake. You do not need to follow any logic. Allow your thoughts to drift away, slowly, like a small boat safely anchored in a tranquil harbor. If you wish to find this sanctuary every night, gently press the subscribe button so that we may always find each other. And now, slowly close your eyes. Take a deep breath, inhaling peace, and exhale, releasing all the weight from your shoulders onto this soft bed. For the one who loves you most is waiting to say to you, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." We are here. In this quiet moment, there is nowhere else you need to go. There is nothing else you need to do. Just you, your breath, and the peaceful presence of the one who loves you. Let your body sink a little deeper into the soft mattress. Feel the support, gentle and sure. You know, our minds are sometimes like a room with windows left open throughout a long, windy and dusty day. The wind of noisy news, the dust of petty worries. And when night comes, we often bring those dust particles to bed with us. They sting our eyes. They weigh down our hearts. But tonight, we will clean that room together, not by trying to sweep laboriously, but by bringing in a different kind of light, the light of good things. In the letter to his beloved friends in the city of Philippi, the Apostle Paul left us a key to open the door of peace, to shift the frequency of the mind from anxiety to rest. Listen to that ancient whisper, original and complete. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, think about such things. Let those words fall gently into your soul. word by word, like cool drops of water falling onto a still lake. First, meditate on whatever is true. In the darkness, sometimes fear will whisper lies to you. It says you are lonely. It says tomorrow will be a disaster. It says you are not good enough. But oh, my friend, put those thoughts down. Let them drift away. Drift far away with the current, for they are not the truth. They are merely the shadows of exhaustion. Return to what is true. The truth is, right now, your heart is still beating the rhythms of life. That is grace. The truth is, you are sheltered in a safe home. The truth is, the mistakes of today have passed, and God's mercies are new every morning. Inhale a deep breath. Inhale the truth that you are unconditionally loved, and exhale gently. Exhale all the lies of fear. There is nothing to hide here. The truth brings freedom. The truth brings rest. Let your mind anchor itself to this solid rock. No storm can shake the truth that you are His beloved child. Next, let your mind drift to whatever is noble. Daily life sometimes drags our gaze downward. We look into the murky puddles of comparison, of envy, or of trivial things. Those things soil our souls. But tonight, raise your gaze higher. Look up at the starry sky in your mind. That is nobility. That is majesty. Think about the magnificence of the mountains, the vastness of the ocean, the stillness of the ancient forests. When you meditate on whatever is noble, your soul is also lifted above the trivialities of daily life. You do not belong to petty disputes. You belong to something greater, something more sacred. Imagine a cloak of respect and glory being gently draped over your shoulders. It is warm and soft. It reminds you of your dignity. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are worthy of respect, and you are enveloped by the nobility of the Creator. Let that sense of nobility seep into every cell, soothing the hurts, refilling your self-worth. Rest in that nobility. And now, relax to drift toward whatever is right. Perhaps today you witnessed injustices, or perhaps you feel regret for something you did not do right. That gnawing feeling, it is like a knot in your chest, preventing sleep from coming to you. But listen, right here does not mean you must fix every mistake yourself tonight. Right means trusting that there is one who holds the scales of the universe. He knows all things, and he makes all things beautiful in his time. Let go of the burden of having to make everything right. Surrender that control to God. His righteousness is like a great river, washing away all debris, all chaos, and restoring purity to the flow of life. Whisper in your heart, I surrender all judgment to you. I surrender all worries about right and wrong to you. When you let go, you will feel relief. Everything will be okay. Every order will be reestablished in your peaceful sleep. No need to fight anymore. No need to justify anymore. Just rest in His perfect righteousness. Feel the lightness spreading from the top of your head down to your shoulders, spreading to your arms, and down to your toes. Your mind is being washed clean. Dark thoughts are fading away, making room for the gentle light of what is true, noble, and right. And as your mind begins to clear, like the sky after rain, we will continue to walk gently into the next garden of other beautiful virtues. Keep this calm rhythm of breathing. When just like that, when the burdens of right and wrong have been surrendered to the Righteous One, do you feel your heart becoming lighter, like a dry leaf that has just detached itself from a branch, gently landing on the soft ground, completely at rest? Hold on to that feeling of lightness. Cherish it, for we still have other precious gems in the treasure chest that St. Paul has gifted us. Your mind, now preliminarily cleared, is ready to receive even purer beams of light. Take a deep breath. Fill your chest with peace. And as you exhale, listen to the next invitation. Whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, let your mind gently touch whatever is pure. The world we live in sometimes covers you with the dust of calculations, of pursuits, and even of imperfections. There are times you feel stained by harsh words or the chaotic images out there. But tonight, imagine a stream high up on a mountain. That water is crystal clear, cool, untouched by human hands. It flows through the rock crevices, washing away all mud, renewing everything it passes. That purity is here, right now. Imagine your mind being immersed in that stream of grace. No need to scrub. No need for laborious cleansing. Just soak. And let God's holiness permeate you. He sees you as pure. He sees you through the lens of love, flawless, white as the first snow. Let the concept of that purity soothe your hot forehead. Every dark thought, every feeling of guilt, let the water carry them away. Drifting far downstream, dissolving into the forgiving ocean, you are forgiven, you are renewed, you're pristine. Continuing that flow, let your heart drift toward whatever is lovely. Sometimes, anxiety makes us see only the thorns of life. We see barrenness, coldness, but rotate your lens just a little. Think of the things that soften your heart. That is what is lovely. It could be the innocent smile of a child you met on the street. It could be a tiny wildflower resiliently blooming between rock crevices, or simply the scent of a cup of hot tea, the warmth of a held hand, or the soft fur of a sleeping cat. God did not just create the vast universe, He also meticulously painted those tiny beauties to comfort your soul. Gather those beautiful images, like gathering fallen petals, and scatter them throughout your mind right now. Let beauty soothe pain. Let tenderness heal hardness. When you focus on whatever is lovely, fear will no longer have a foothold. For love casts out fear. Smile gently, very gently, to let your facial muscles relax and feel the sweetness of life still creeping in here, even in this sleep. And finally, settle upon whatever is admirable. Our ears are often too sensitive to criticism, to bad news. They stick painful needles into our hearts. But God's Word invites us to listen to a different melody. The melody of things that are admirable. Think of the quiet acts of kindness someone has done. Think of the patience of mothers, the sacrifice of fathers. Think of your own efforts. Even if you were not perfect today in Aubrey, you tried. You did not give up. And that is truly admirable. God sees those secret efforts. He does not count the times you fell. He counts the times you stood up. Let the praises of heaven comfort you. You did well. Rest now. I am pleased with you. No need to seek validation from the noisy crowd out there anymore. The most important validation has already been given to you. Bundle up all those good things: truth, nobility, righteousness, purity, loveliness, and admirableness. Bundle them into the softest blanket and cover your soul tonight. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Now, your mind has been bathed. The room of the soul has been cleaned, leaving only the scent of peace. This space is safe. This time is yours. Your body is sinking deeper into sleep. All doors of anxiety have closed. Only the door of beautiful dreams is opening. And while you are drifting in this absolute stillness, let me tell you about a person. A person who also once drifted on the water. A person who was also full of anxieties like us, but found a safe shore in the hands of the Almighty. Let us drift back in time together to the banks of the mysterious Nile River. Are you still there in this gentle silence? Let your breath continue the rhythm of the gentle waves. Inhale and exhale, like the rising and falling tides. Now, allow your imagination to leave this room for a moment. We are not going far. We are simply drifting toward an ancient realm of memory, a place where God's protection is most clearly demonstrated right in the midst of the most fragile things. Picture this. You are standing on the banks of the legendary Nile River, not the ferocious river of floods, but the river of life, vast and forgiving under the purple hues of twilight. The water glistens as if inlaid with thousands of fragmented gold pieces. The wind blows gently through the towering reeds, creating whispering sounds. Rustle, rustle. It sounds like the lullaby of heaven and earth. There, hidden among the dense reeds, is a tiny object bobbing with the rhythm of the water. It is a wicker basket, a tiny basket meticulously woven by the hands of a loving mother. She chose the most pliable strands of cane, coating them with a layer of glossy black pitch to prevent even a single drop of cold water from seeping inside. Inside that basket is Moses, an infant. Look at that peaceful face. The boy is sleeping, completely unaware of the vast and volatile world outside the wicker shell. He does not know he is drifting on a deep river. He does not know about the king's dangerous decrees. He does not know where he will drift tomorrow. He knows only one thing: he is being held. He is warm, and he is safe. My dear friend, perhaps somewhere deep in your soul, today you also feel like that child. Our modern life is sometimes like that Nile River. It is vast, unpredictable, and swift-flowing. There are currents of work pressure. There are whirlpools of complicated relationships. There are times you feel so small, unsteady, drifting among nameless worries. You fear the water will flood in. You fear you will sink. But tonight, I want you to recognize your own wicker basket. Look down at the soft bed you are lying on. Feel the warm blanket wrapping around your shoulders. That is your safe basket. Just as Moses was protected by the layer of pitch, keeping the water out, you are also being protected by the invisible grace of God. He has enveloped you. He has separated you from the cold waters of the anxieties out there. In this space, right now, the water cannot flood in. The storms cannot touch you. You are being lifted above every problem. Whisper to yourself, I am safe. I am being held. This floating sensation is quite pleasant, isn't it? No need to swim, no need to struggle. The child Moses made no effort to be safe. He simply lay still and let the water cradle him. And so should you. Surrender is the key. Loosen the hands that are clenching tight. Relax the forehead that is frowning. Let your body soften, melting into the support of the mattress, like the wicker basket harmonizing with the flow of the Nile. The Bible records that the mother placed the child in the reeds by the riverbank. She did not abandon him. She placed him into the hands of a greater protector. And tonight, you are also being placed into those hands. The eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Deuteronomy 33:27. Let those words echo in your mind. Everlasting arm, beneath the unsteadiness of life, beneath the chaotic emotions, there is always a pair of giant, solid, and eternal arms holding you up. You will never fall. You will never sink. Imagine the river gently carrying the basket along. Drifting, drifting, so slowly. Each lap of the waves is a pulse of anxiety leaving you, drifting away the deadlines, drifting away the arguments, drifting away the disappointments, leaving only you, the starry sky, and infinite peace. Little Moses slept soundly amidst the water because God was there, right beside the basket, even though he could not see him. He was present in the cool breeze. He was present in the shade of the reeds. And he is also present right beside your headboard at this moment. He is guarding your sleep, like a patient father sitting by his child's cradle. Feel that presence, not with your eyes, but with your heart. It is as warm as a hug, it is as still as the deep river bottom. And then that gentle river carried the little basket to a place no one expected. From the desolate reeds, the current led the way to the cool marble steps of a magnificent palace. That child's life was about to turn a new page, just as your dream is about to open up to wondrous scenes. Keep this relaxation, and let me take your hand to step onto the shore, entering inside the ancient walls of Egypt. And then, time passed peacefully like the waters of the Nile. The child in the wicker basket of yesteryears had now grown up. Moses no longer lay among the reeds. Now, he walked upon the cool marble corridors of the Egyptian palace. Imagine that scene. Towering walls carved with images of the gods, the fragrant scent of incense wafting from golden burners, the sound of music, laughter, and luxury enveloped him. He was a prince. He had power. He had everything the world desires. But, my friend, have you ever felt like Moses? Have you ever, amidst external successes, amidst ample comforts, felt an invisible void in your heart? Moses wore royal attire, but his heart beat the rhythm of a stranger. He knew he did not belong there. He felt out of place in the crowd, a loneliness that was beautiful yet tormenting. And then the incident arrived, not from the outside, but from the conflict within. Moses saw the pain of his people. He saw the injustice. And in a moment, just a brief moment, anger overrode wisdom. He tried to resolve the matter himself. He used the strength of his own hands to establish justice. And the result was a mistake, a terrible mistake buried under the sand. My dear friend, tonight, I do not want to recall the details of that event to judge. I only want to tell you I understand. I understand the feeling when we try to control everything, trying to fix the world around us with our limited strength. And then we fail. We misspeak. We act thoughtlessly. We hurt others, and we hurt ourselves. The feeling of regret. It is heavy, isn't it? It is like a stone weighing on the left side of the chest, making breathing difficult. Moses was afraid. The safety of the palace suddenly vanished, and he did what many of us often do when facing brokenness. He ran away. He ran from the magnificent palace. He ran from the title of prince. He ran from the past, and he ran from himself. Listen to those footsteps. Thump, thump, thump. That is the beat of an anxious heart. But look, where is he running to? He is running into the desert of Midian. Close your eyes and visualize that desert. A vast, immense sea of sand stretching to the horizon. No more tall buildings blocking the view. No more noise of the city or the palace. Only sand, golden yellow, scorching during the day and cool at night. Only the soaring high sky. Moses' escape, at first glance, seems like a failure, but in God's plan, full of grace, it was the beginning of healing. Sometimes, God allows us to run into the desert, not to punish, but to separate us from the chaotic noise, so that we can stop. Imagine you are walking with Moses in that desert. Your feet sink deep into the soft sand. The hasty, hot feeling of yesterday is gradually being left behind. Surrounding you now is a great silence. Do you hear it? The sound of silence. How soothing it is. In that silence, no one judges you. In that silence, no deadline chases you. The desert does not demand you to be a prince or a successful person. The desert simply accepts you as a naked, tired human being needing rest. Moses stopped by a well. He sat down, exhausted. His royal clothes stained with the dust of the road. He thought his life had ended. He thought God had turned his back on a sinner like him. But no. Right there, in the middle of the vast wilderness, God was still watching him. His eyes did not blaze with anger. His eyes were gentle like the moon slowly rising behind the sand dunes. God knew Moses needed time. And so do you. You need time. You need a quiet interval for your soul to settle after the upheavals. Do not fear the desert of your life. Do not fear the times of loneliness and desolation. That is the very first tent of meeting that God has set up for you. Exhale. A long breath. Purge all the dust of life's road from your chest. You are here, in the peaceful desert of the mind. All mistakes. Let the desert wind carry them away. All titles, roles. Leave them outside. Now, you are just a traveler seeking rest by the cool well of grace. The sand beneath your feet is so soft. The desert night wind caresses your skin. You are safe, no matter how far you have run. You can never outrun His immense love. Rest now. O weary soul, sit down beside Moses and wait, for in this silence, a miracle is about to appear. A holy fire is about to be kindled, not to consume, but to warm and to guide. Let us wait together in this sacred silence. Can you feel this silence? It is the silence of 40 years passing. Moses, the hot-tempered prince of yesteryear, has now become a gentle shepherd. His hair has turned gray. His hands are calloused from holding the shepherd's staff. Every passing day is the same. Sunrise, sunset, leading the flock to find pasture, and returning. That steady rhythm lulled ambitions to sleep, and also lulled old pains to sleep. He thought God had forgotten him. He thought he was just a withered branch in the vast desert, useless and forgotten. Perhaps, no, or sometimes you feel like that too. You feel you are so ordinary, even mediocre. You look at the scars in your soul, the failures of the past, and tell yourself, I am not worthy. I am not good enough. I am just someone trying to survive day by day. But oh, listener, let me tell you about the miracle that happened at the foot of Mount Horeb. One day, when Moses was leading the flock past barren rocks, a strange light caught his eyes. It was not the glaring sunlight. It was a thorn bush, an ordinary, rough, thorny bush, like any other bush in the desert. But it was burning. Visualize that image in your mind. The warm orange flame dancing, enveloping the bush. But the strange thing is, that bush was not consumed. The leaves were not charred. The branches did not turn to ash. That flame did not come to destroy. That flame came to be present. Moses stepped closer, curious and timid. And from within that flame, a call rang out, not the sound of rolling thunder, but a personal call, intimate. Moses, Moses. He exclaimed, "Here I am." And that voice continued, gentle, but full of authority. Do not come any closer. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Take off your sandals. My dear friend, this is not just a command for Moses. It is an invitation for you tonight. The sandals symbolize the dust of life's road you carry, symbolize defense. Symbolize the impure places you have walked through. God invites you right now. Take them off. Take off the rigid outer shell. Let the bare feet of your soul touch the holy rest. You are lying on your bed, but in spirit, you are standing on holy ground. For God is here, right in this room. But the story does not stop there. When God revealed his intention to use Moses to rescue the nation, old fears rose up in his heart. He looked at himself. He looked at the dry thorn bush of his life. He trembled and said, "Lord, who am I? I am not eloquent. My tongue is clumsy. I once failed. I am an outcast." Moses listed all his defects. He brought out all the reasons to prove he was not good enough. And perhaps you also have such a list in your head. Reasons that keep you awake. Reasons that make you anxious about tomorrow. But listen very carefully to the Creator's answer. He did not argue with Moses. He did not say, "No, Moses, you are very good. You can do it." He did not offer a soft skills course or a success strategy. He only gave Moses one single thing, one single promise, enough to fill every hole in the soul. I will be with you. I will be with you. I will be with you. That is all. That is the answer to every fear. Moses worried about being inarticulate. I will be with you. Moses worried about being weak. I will be with you. Moses worried about mighty enemies. I will be with you. Do you see the problem does not lie in how withered the thorn bush is? The problem lies in which fire is dwelling upon it. You may feel dry, full of thorns, and imperfect. But God does not seek perfect cedars. He chooses to dwell in humble thorn bushes. The glory comes not from you, it comes from Him. Let that promise, I will be with you, seep into your every breath right now. Inhale. I will. Exhale. Be with you. You are not alone in this room. You are not alone in the battle with insomnia. You are not alone in the worry about tomorrow. The one who lit the thorn bush without consuming it is also covering you with the light of peace. He is with you when you close your eyes. He is with you in your dreams. He is with you until the dawn breaks. Put down the burden of having to be strong on your own. You do not need to be strong. You only need Him to be with you. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. That feeling is like being led by the hand of a great Father in the dark. That hand is warm. That hand is sure. And when you know He is there, the darkness is no longer scary. And from that sacred promise, Moses' soul was anchored. He was no longer a runaway. He found his path. Now, let the promise, "I will be with you," take you even further, leaving the desert to a place where your mind can freely soar. Imagine before your eyes, two paths are appearing. Let us walk together in a guiding dream. Immersam an ang and eight and And now, when the promise, "I will be with you," has become a warm lamp in your heart, allow your mind to be free. Drifting gently like a white cloud in the deep blue sky. Imagine you are stepping into a gentle dream. In that dream, you find yourself standing before two paths. Do not worry. There is no stressful choice here. Everything is clear under the light of truth. The path on the left looks so barren. That is the path of self-effort. It is dusty and rugged. There, one must carry their own luggage, find their own drinking water, and struggle against the harsh sun alone. That is the path you have walked many times in your life. The path of worry, of ceaseless efforts to prove yourself. But look to the right. That is the path of presence. This path is shaded by rows of lush green trees. There are spots of golden sunlight dancing on the path, lined with soft grass. And most importantly, on this path, you do not walk alone. You feel the invisible yet warm hand of the loving one holding your hand, leading you step by step. Choose the path on the right. Step onto that soft grass. Feel the coolness spreading from the soles of your feet up to your knees and spreading throughout your body. Every step is a letting go. You leave behind the weariness. You leave behind the burden of the ego. That cool green path leads you through an archway of trees. And then, a magnificent scene opens up before your eyes. It is a heavenly beach, a place where time seems to stand still, a place where the boundary between earth and sky merges into a magical turquoise color. Inhale the salty, fresh scent of the ocean. The air here is so pure. It seems to be filtered through thousands of crystal layers, bringing purification to your lungs. Look down at your feet. You are standing on fine, warm white sand. Tiny grains of sand slip between your toes, gently massaging, absorbing every remaining bit of tension. The sunlight here is not harsh, but gentle, like a sheet of golden silk draped over your skin. A warm, safe sensation envelopes your whole body. And there, look out at the sea. The seawater here is unlike anywhere you have ever seen. It is crystal clear. You can see to the very bottom. The jade green water sparkles under the sun. The waves lap against the sandy shore. Rustle, rustle, like the breathing rhythm of a mother lulling her child to sleep. God invites you to step into that water. Do not hesitate. Step down. When the water touches your skin, you feel something truly miraculous. It is not just water. It is electric love. Can you feel it? It is like a gentle electric current, a vibrant source of energy running through every cell. It tingles slightly, but is incredibly pleasant. That current carries life, carries the unconditional love of the Creator. It permeates you. It recharges the dry places in your soul. It heals wounds that the naked eye cannot see. Relax your entire body and lean back, floating buoyantly on that water. You do not need to swim. This water of love has absolute supporting power. You are light, floating between the sky and the sea. All gravity of anxiety disappears. Only the feeling of being enveloped, being embraced by the ocean of grace remains. And while you are drifting in that bliss, look toward the far shore. Under fruit-laden trees, a feast is already prepared. You see radiant faces. They come from everywhere, every ethnicity, every language. There is no division. There is no competition. Only the sound of crisp laughter, the sound of unity, the sound of perfect joy. That is the image of your true home, where you are completely accepted, where you do not need to wear a mask, where you are loved for who you are, not for what you achieve. God is there, amidst the laughter. He looks at you drifting on the water, and he smiles. That smile says, "You have come home. Rest now." Let that sense of belonging fill your heart. You are not a solitary traveler. You are part of something great, beautiful, and eternal. Let that energy of love continue to soothe your tired shoulders, soothe your lower back, soothe your legs. Your whole body is now soft, warm, and full of light. You're being fully charged with peace. But the journey of the mind does not stop at the sunny beach. Sometimes, to reach the deepest place of rest, we must pass through quieter, more mysterious lands. God is not only in the brilliant light, He is present even in the shadows. Hold His hand tight. We will walk together into a forest behind the beach. Do not be afraid, for His light will light the way for you. Goodbye to the warm, sunny beach. We are entering another space of the soul. And you see, life is not always full of bright sunny days. There will be times when the sunset falls and the shadows begin to lengthen. Before you now is an ancient forest. Towering old trees intertwine, obscuring the moonlight, creating a vast dome of darkness. The air here is cool and still. Perhaps, by natural instinct, you feel a little apprehensive. Your heart beats a little faster, for we humans often fear what we cannot see. We fear the darkness because we do not know what is lurking within it. Is that how you have felt in the past few days? You fear tomorrow because you do not know how it will turn out. You fear decisions because you do not see the results. You feel like you are lost in a dense forest of unanswered questions. How will I get through? Where is the way out? What if I stumble? But tonight, in this safe dream, I want you to experience a completely different way of walking through the darkness. Look down beside you. You are not walking alone. The one who promised, "I will be with you," is still standing there. In the darkness of the forest, you cannot see his face clearly, but you can feel his presence more clearly than ever before. He gently reaches out his hand and takes yours. Focus your attention on that hand. It is a large, steady, and incredibly warm hand. The hand of the carpenter, once calloused by wood and stone, is now soft with love. When that hand wraps around your trembling small hand, a stream of warmth transfers, spreading up your arm, going straight into your anxious heart. He whispers, "Do not fear. I know the way. You do not need to see. You only need to trust me." And we begin to walk, step by step, on the thick layer of soft dry leaves. It is pitch black all around. You cannot see past a single step. But strangely, the fear has vanished. Instead, there is a deep peace, a sweet surrender. You realize that when you cannot see the path, you are forced to cling tighter to the guide's hand, and that clinging is faith. Sometimes God dims the light of understanding so that we can feel the warmth of trust more clearly. Listen to the footsteps of two people. Thump, thump. Steady, rhythmic. God does not drag you in a hurry. He walks slowly, matching your breathing rhythm. If you stumble upon a tree root, his arm immediately tightens, keeping you upright. You will not fall. You are held even when you see nothing. This forest is no longer scary. It becomes a sanctuary of silence. Darkness is not the enemy. Darkness is like a pitch-black velvet blanket that God drapes over the world so that all things may rest. The trees are sleeping. The birds are sleeping. And you are also invited to sleep peacefully in this mysterious protection. The psalmist once walked through this forest, and he sang, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You will fear no disaster." Why? Because you have his rod to scout the path and his staff to protect. Imagine God using his rod to push aside the thorny branches blocking the way. He steps ahead of you. He takes all the wind and dew so that behind him you are safe. You are just a child taking a walk with your father in the night garden. Inhale the scent of the earth, of the rotting wood, of the pine resin, the scent of resilient life. Relax the eyes that are straining to see in the dark. No need to try to look anymore. Close your eyes completely. Let your feet walk according to the guidance of his hands. Trust. Surrender. Let go. You do not need to know what tomorrow will be like. You only need to know who is holding your hand. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the beginning and the end. He was already there in tomorrow, and he is coming back here to lead you there. Just like that, we walk through the dense forest of worries. Every step is a worry left behind. The forest thins, thins. The air becomes rarer, lighter. Gentle light begins to seep through the tree trunks. We are reaching the edge of the forest, and look. Before your eyes appears a scene that is magnificent, yet incredibly simple. A place that Moses once craved, and now it is for you. Not a cold golden palace, but a simple tent. Yet it radiates the warmest aura in the world. It is the tent of meeting, where earth and heaven meet. where you and God meet face to face. Squeeze his hand gently once more, thanking him for leading you safely through the darkness. And now, let us step with him into the final resting place of this night's journey. We have arrived. Look, before you is the tent of meeting. It is not a magnificent castle that overwhelms the senses. It is a simple tent, pitched in the middle of the desolate desert. Yet it is the place that holds the greatest glory of the universe. Outside, the cold desert night is covering everything, but inside, a warm orange light is spilling out through the cracks of the door. A fragrant, gentle scent of incense spreads through the air, the scent of holiness, of peace, of a place that does not belong to this world. God is waiting for you in there. He is not sitting on a high throne to judge. He is waiting there as a friend. The Bible records that the Lord would speak to Moses face to face, as one speaks to a friend. Face to face it does, just as a friend speaks to a friend. Let that concept melt away every last barrier in your heart. You do not need to be afraid. You do not need to be guarded. You are invited to step into this intimate presence. Gently lift the curtain and step inside. Immediately, warmth envelopes you. The cold of the desert, the cold of loneliness, the cold of anxiety, all stop right outside that curtain. Here, there is only warmth. There is only sacred silence. Look around your bedroom right now. You know what? At this very moment, your room is the tent of meeting. The four walls around you are the tent walls shielding you from the storms of life. The blanket covering you is the covering of the Almighty's shadow, and that loving one. He is present right beside your pillow. He is so close that he hears your breathing. He is so close that he counts the beats of your heart. In this absolute private space, you can unload the rest of what remains in your heart. Is there anything you haven't dared to tell anyone? Is there any sadness you keep hidden? Whisper to him, like speaking to a soulmate. He is listening. He understands it all. He does not interrupt. He does not blame. He only receives and soothes. And after you have unloaded all your heart, he looks at you with eyes full of an ocean of love and gives you the final promise. the most beautiful promise to close a long day. The promise he gave to Moses when he was most tired, most despairing. My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. Let each word fall into your soul, heavy with grace and sweet as honey. My presence. You are never alone, even in sleep, even in darkness. I am still here. My presence is a shield protecting you. Will go with you into tomorrow, into the future, to wherever you go. You do not need to worry about the path, for I have gone with you, and I will give you rest. Rest, not just the sleep of the body, but the rest of the soul, the rest of a child lying completely in his father's arms, knowing that his father is awake to watch over his sleep. Receive that rest right now. It is a gift for you. You deserve to rest. You have fought enough. You have tried enough. Now is the time to rest. Relax your forehead. Let the wrinkles smooth out. Relax your eyes. Let the eyelids droop heavy. Heavy. Relax your jaws. Gently separate your teeth. Relax your shoulders. Let them sink deep into the mattress. Relax your arms, your hands. Let everything drop. Relax your chest area. Let the breath flow in and out naturally. Gently relax your abdomen, your hips, your legs, and your toes. Your whole body is now soft, like wax, melting under the warm light of the tent of meeting. You are sinking gradually into a fluffy cloud. The glory cloud of God is descending, covering you. All sounds of the outside world have ceased. Only the peaceful heartbeat remains. Only the gentle presence remains. I will give you rest. Sleep, my beloved friend. Sleep in absolute safety. Sleep, for tomorrow is already in his hands. Peace be with you. Peace. Peace. Are you still there? Friend of stillness, the promise. I will be with you of the Most High has now become a warm ember, creeping into every corner of your heart. Let that ember warm your chest. Spread down to your belly and soften your tired legs. Now, as your body is safely anchored on the soft bed, I want to invite your mind to take a walk, not a walk of earthly feet, but a journey of the soul's wings. Allow your eyelids to close, heavier and heavier still. Imagine surrounding you right now are no longer the four familiar walls. Every line of the room is gradually dissolving, merging into a gentle pale purple mist. The mist of rest. Inhale. Take in the lightness of that mist, and exhale. Let go of all the weight of the body. You are drifting, floating, buoyantly, like a feather falling slowly in the quiet space. Gradually, from within that soothing mist, a new scene begins to appear before your eyes. You find yourself standing on a vast land, under an indigo sunset sky, mixed with the silver light of the first stars. The air here is cool, fresh as if just washed after a shower. The scent of moist earth, the smell of wild grass, and the smell of freedom creep into your sense of smell, soothing the tense nerves. Look down at your feet. You're standing at a crossroad. This is not an ordinary crossroad. This is the intersection of choices in consciousness. The Good Shepherd is standing there, right beside you, not rushing, not pointing. He just silently waits, with the immense patience of an ocean. Look toward the path on the left. That is the path named self-effort. Do you find it familiar? That path is paved with dry red dust. On both sides of the road, the vegetation is withered, drooping due to lack of water. The road surface is rough, full of sharp stones of worry, potholes of disappointment. Look a little closer. On that road, there seems to be the shadow of yourself today. A traveler carrying a heavy backpack on their back. The backpack contains unfinished responsibilities, deadlines, expectations of others, and nameless fears. That traveler walks wearily, sweat soaking the forehead, eyes looking down at the ground, lonely and exhausted. That is the image of trying to control everything. That is the image of trying to shoulder the whole world on your own. Do you feel tired when seeing that image? If so, then breathe out a long sigh of relief. For tonight, you're not obliged to walk on that dry road anymore. you have the right to stop. The Bible has a gentle reminder for those standing at this crossroad. This is what the Lord says. Stand at the crossroads and look. Ask for the ancient paths. Ask where the good way is, and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls. Jeremiah 6:16. So, turn your face to the right. Look toward the good way, the path of walking with God. Oh, the difference is miraculous. This road is not paved with asphalt, nor paved with gold. It is covered by a layer of young green grass, soft as velvet. Imagine you are placing your bare feet on that grass. The cool feeling spreads from the soles of the feet throughout the body, soothing the heat of a long day. On both sides of the road are ancient trees stretching out large canopies, sheltering you from all sun and wind. The light here is not glaring, but a gentle light, sparkling through the leaves, dancing peaceful dances on the grass. On this road, there is no dust, only purity. There is no noise of vehicles or arguments, only the sound of birds singing and the wind whispering healing melodies. And most importantly, on this road, there is no heavy backpack, because there is a companion who has shouldered it for you already. That friend is smiling and reaching out his hand toward you. That hand is inviting, go this way. Walk with me. The choice tonight is not a difficult problem. It is a sweet letting go. Why must you climb the slope on that dry road, while this soft grass carpet is spread out just for you? Why must you struggle to find drinking water yourself, while there is a cool stream trickling right beside this path? Take a deep breath. Inhale the scent of flowers and grass from the path on the right, and exhale. Let go of the image of the dusty road on the left. Let it fade, and vanish into the night behind your back. Now, there is only you, and the lush green path. Only you, and the trusted guide. Lift the first step of the mind. Touch the soft grass lightly. Feel the support. Feel the safety. You do not need to run. You do not need to hurry. Here, time does not exist. No one urges you. Every step is a breath of relaxation. Step. Inhale peace. Step. Exhale worry. This floating feeling is quite pleasant, isn't it? Like you have just shed a heavy suit of armor worn for so many years. Your body on the bed is also reacting to that visualization. The shoulder muscles are drooping. The spine is relaxing. The fingers are stretching out softly. We are starting to go deeper into this path. The deeper we go, the quieter and more beautiful the space becomes. Far ahead, do you hear anything that is the sound of the ocean? The sound of waves lapping from eternity. We are gradually approaching that heavenly beach. But before arriving there, enjoy every step on this grass. Let God's nature embrace you. You are doing very well. Step by step, feel the softness of the grass beneath your feet. It is smooth like a velvet carpet, woven from thousands of lush, green silk threads. Every time your foot touches down, the ground seems to gently lift you up, a gentle resilience causing no pressure on the tired legs. Look up at the canopy overhead. Ancient trees stretch out protective arms. The early morning sunlight is weaving through the leaves, creating shimmering spots of light dancing on the path. Golden sunspots, deep green shadow spots, interwoven like a meticulous hand-embroidered painting of the Creator. Can you feel the air here? It is not like the air in air-conditioned rooms. It is fresh. It is alive. Inhale deeply. What do you smell? It is the scent of fragrant pine resin, the smell of gentle decaying wood, the smell of tiny wildflowers nestling by the roadside. Those flowers do not try to be brilliant to attract attention. They only quietly radiate scent, just like God's love for you. Quiet, but always present. When you walk leisurely on this path, notice the surrounding sounds. There are no car horns, no urging phone rings, only the sound of the wind. Whoosh, whoosh. The gentle wind slips through your hair, caressing your cheeks. That wind carries the breath of freedom. It whispers in your ear, "It's okay, everything is fine." And look, listen to the birds singing. Tiny birds are singing on high branches. They do not sow, do not reap, nor store in barns, but the Father in heaven still feeds them every day. If God cares so carefully for such a tiny bird, then how much more for you? You are much more precious than sparrows. Let that bird song remind you of your value. You do not need to work exhaustively to be worthy of love. You are loved simply because you are His child. Let that truth permeate your heart, soothing the rushing beat. The deeper you go into this path, the lighter you feel your body becoming. Like every step is a time you take off a heavy coat. First step, you take off the coat of control. Imagine that coat falling down, lying on the grass. You step over it. You do not need to control tomorrow anymore. Let God take the wheel. Second step, you take off the coat of guilt, past mistakes, words of self-blame. Let them fall. Fall. Gently. God does not look at you through the lens of the past. He looks at you through the lens of present grace. Third step, you take off the coat of anxiety, fears about finances, about health, about things yet to come. Let go. Let that coat slip off your shoulders. Your shoulders are now so light. Your chest expands to welcome the pure atmosphere. Feel the freedom spreading in every fiber. Your arms swing gently to the rhythm of the steps. The spine is stretched in a relaxed way. No more weight pressing on you. Only your presence, nature, and the invisible companion remain. That friend has been walking beside you all this time. He does not speak much. His presence is the presence of quiet understanding. Sometimes, the most beautiful friendship needs no words. Just walking together is enough. Imagine he is turning to look at you and smiling. That smile is warmer than the sunlight shining on your shoulder. That smile says, I am glad you chose this path. I am glad you allowed yourself to rest. And now, turn your eyes forward. The forest path shaded by trees is gradually opening up. The light ahead is more brilliant, clearer, and in the approaching breeze. Do you smell a strange scent? The salty smell of sea salt. The smell of vastness. A cool breeze from the ocean blows in, fluttering the robes of your soul. It awakens every sense, but in the most soothing way. It signals that we are about to reach the destination. A heavenly place is waiting for you at the end of this road. There, water is not just water. There, love can be touched. Take a deep breath. Fill your chest with the taste of the ocean and prepare your mind to step out of the tree arch, to be overwhelmed by the healing beauty of the heavenly beach. Keep this slow pace. We are about to touch that magical water. And here it is. take the final steps out of the cool green canopy. Welcome to the beach of restoration. Open the eyes of your soul wide. Nolgant, a scene beautiful beyond amazement, is spreading before your eyes. But the strange thing is, the light here is brilliant, yet not glaring at all. It is gentle, like the light of a giant pearl, covering everything in a soft aura. The sand beneath your feet is pure white, pristine, as if there had never been human footprints. The smooth, warm sand grains are embracing your bare feet. The warmth from the sand spreads to the soles of your feet, up to your ankles, soothing the tired joints. Stand still for a moment. Press your toes gently into the sand to feel the solid connection with Mother Earth. You are being supported. You are absolutely safe. Look out into the distance, where that vast sea surface is. The seawater here does not have the scary deep blue color of deep sea regions. It bears a crystal clear turquoise color, sparkling as if inlaid with thousands of crushed diamonds under the sun of grace. That blue color evokes peace from the very first glance. It invites, it soothes, and look, along that coast, under the lush fruit-laden trees, are the people of joy. They come from every nation, every skin color, every language. Some are sitting leisurely under the tree shade. Some are walking and talking with laughter. You do not hear any arguing sounds. There are no complaints. There is no envy. Only crisp laughter blending into the sound of waves. That is the sound of a complete family. They see you approaching, and they wave to welcome you. Their eyes do not judge. Their eyes say, "You belong here. We have been waiting for you." The feeling of loneliness, the feeling of abandonment, suddenly vanishes like sea foam. You are not solitary. You're part of something great and full of love. But the greatest gift is still waiting for you at the water's edge. The companion, the one who has led you by the hand throughout the journey past, gently signals for you to step into the water. Do not hesitate. This is no ordinary seawater. This is the water of life. Step down. The first step. The water touches your toes. Oh, a truly strange sensation. It is not freezing cold, nor scorching hot. It is cool and soothing. And it seems it is vibrating. Wade a little deeper. until the water reaches your knees, then to your waist. Can you feel it? Is electric love. This seawater carries within it a vibrant source of energy. It is like a gentle bioelectric current, tingling, running all throughout your body. Imagine billions of tiny love energy particles permeating through your skin. They creep into every tight muscle bundle in your shoulders and command them, relax. They go into the tense nerves and whisper, rest. A slightly tingling sensation, incredibly pleasant, spreads from the spine out to the fingertips, like you are being recharged after a long, exhausting journey. This electromagnetic source is God's unconditional love. It is real. It is physical. It is touching you. It washes away the toxins of anxiety. It heals heart wounds that no medicine can reach. Now, when the water has reached your chest, slowly lean back. Do not be afraid of sinking. This current of electric love has lifting power 1,000 times greater than ordinary water. Let your body float buoyantly on the water surface. Spread your arms wide. Relax your neck completely. Look up at the deep blue sky. You are drifting. Gravity disappears. Burdens disappear. You become as light as a flower petal falling on a lake surface. That current is embracing you, soothing you, vibrating around you. It whispers to every cell in your body. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Let that energy course through your veins. It is warm like blood, but pure like light. The rhythm of waves lapping beneath your back. Murmur, murmur, like the rhythm of a mother rocking a cradle. The wave lifts you up. Inhale. The wave lowers you down. Exhale. The whole ocean of grace is breathing with you. You and the ocean are one. You and love are one. No more past to regret. No more future to worry about. Only this present moment remains, floating buoyantly in the magical electric love. Enjoy it. Drink in this peace. Let it fill every empty space in your soul. And while you are drifting in that state of absolute bliss, the sunlight gradually softens, giving way to a more mysterious hue. It is time for us to leave the water to enter an even deeper place. a place where your faith will be transformed into eternal peace, even when the path cannot be seen. Nabanti Deden. Goodbye to the healing turquoise waters. Your body is now light, clean, and full of love energy. But our soul's journey is not yet over. To find the most complete peace, we need to pass through one more place, a place where sunlight gives way to the mysterious beauty of the night. Your companion, the Good Shepherd, gently signals for you to step onto the shore. He drapes a warm, dry cloak over your shoulders, and then he points toward an ancient forest lying right behind the beach. Look. It is a dense forest with towering ancient trees, branches and leaves intertwining to hide the entire sky. The evening shadow is falling very fast. The last streaks of sunlight are retreating, giving way to the deep indigo color of darkness. Perhaps, by natural instinct, you feel a little hesitation. Your heart beats one beat faster. You ask yourself, why must we go in there? Why not stay on this bright beach? I understand that anxiety of yours. We often fear darkness because in darkness, our naked eyes cannot see the way. We do not know what is waiting ahead. That forest, it is like your future. It is like the problems of tomorrow for which you have not found a solution. It is misty. It is unpredictable, and it makes you uneasy. But tonight, trust me, this forest contains no danger, Yelkin. It was created to teach you the most precious lesson about rest, the lesson of trust. God does not force you to walk alone. He steps right beside you, so very close. In the twilight of the forest edge, you can no longer clearly see his face, but you can feel the warmth radiating from him. And then, a miraculous moment happens. He reaches out his hand, finding yours. Focus your entire mind on this sensation. Feel it. A large, rough, but incredibly warm hand is enveloping your small hand. That is the hand of the great carpenter, the hand that once touched wood and stone, once touched sharp nails out of love for you. That hand is solid as rock. When his fingers interlace with yours, a firm connection is established. He gently squeezes your hand, a squeeze full of authority, but also full of tenderness. That squeeze says, "Do not fear. I am here. I know the way." You take a deep breath. Gather all your courage and take the first steps with him into the dark forest. One step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Darkness envelopes you. You can no longer see your feet. You do not see the path ahead. Everything around is just blurry shadows. Normally, this is when fear would attack you. Your reason would scream, "How do I go on? What if I stumble? What if I get lost?" But look, listen to your heart. Strangely, you do not feel afraid at all. Why is that? Because that hand is still holding yours tight. In the pitch darkness, your sense of touch becomes keener than ever. You perceive the direction through his arm. When he turns left, you follow to the left. When he slows down, you also slow down. When there is a tree root blocking the way, his hand lifts slightly, signaling you to lift your foot higher. You realize a beautiful truth. Faith is not seeing the whole path. Faith is seeing the guide. God does not grant you a powerful floodlight to illuminate your whole life at once. He only grants you enough light for one step, and he grants you himself. When you see nothing at all, that is when you are safest. Because then, you are forced to cling tight to God. And when clinging tight to God, no force can harm you. Relax the eyes that are straining to see in the night. No need to try to look anymore. Close your eyes. Completely close them. And trust your feet to his guidance. The feeling of walking in the dark with God. It is like a slow dance, rhythmic, graceful, thump, thump. The footsteps of 2 people merge into one. The darkness of the forest is now no longer a threat. It becomes a pitch black velvet blanket, thick and soft. God uses darkness to hide you from the distractions of the world. He hides you in his secret place. In this darkness, no one sees you, no one judges you, no one demands anything from you. You are free to be yourself, weak, small, and dependent. Inhale the scent of the night forest, the smell of pine needles, the smell of tree resin, the smell of moist earth. Primal, deep scents that help soothe the tense nervous system. The cool air caresses your skin, soothing away any remaining anger or worry. You are walking through the valley of the shadow of death without fear. For your rod and your staff, they comfort me. His arm is the guiding rod. His presence is the protecting staff. Feel this safety spreading throughout your body. The muscles in the legs relax. The muscles in the back relax. You walk as if sleepwalking, gently, gliding over the ground. Every step in trust is a step into deeper sleep. God whispers into your mind, just keep going. Child, I am holding your hand here. Tomorrow may still be dark, but I am already there. The future may be dim, but I am the light. You do not need to worry about the path. Your job is only to walk with me. And just like that, master and disciple, two friends, father and child, continue to go deep into the heart of the quiet forest. The space is absolutely desolate. Only the peaceful heartbeat beating steadily in your chest remains. And then, from far away, piercing through the dense tree trunks, a small spot of light begins to flicker, not sunlight, but a warm, inviting light of a final resting place, the place where tonight's journey will stop. Do you see that spot of light? The tiny spot of light we saw from afar is now growing larger with every step. We are reaching the edge of the forest. The dense canopies begin to thin out, revealing a night sky full of twinkling stars. The sky tonight is truly beautiful. It is no longer as scary as when you were in the deep forest. It is vast and peaceful, like a black velvet curtain studded with diamonds protecting the sleep of the world. And look, right before your eyes, amidst a flat and quiet clearing, is the source of that light. It is not a magnificent castle of cold stone, nor is it a modern house with glaring electric lights. It is a tent with an ancient appearance, simple yet exuding an extraordinary majesty. This is the tent of meeting. Stop here for a moment. Take a deep breath and gaze at it. The tent is pitched in the middle of the desert of the soul. But it is not lonely at all. The thick tent fabric, woven from fine linen threads, is trembling slightly before the night winds, rising, falling. Like that tent is also breathing, like it is a living entity. Inside the tent, a lamp is burning. The light from that lamp penetrates the fabric, radiating a warm orange-yellow color, the color of amber, the color of honey. That light casts out around, creating a circle of protection on the ground. The darkness of the forest cannot intrude into this circle of light. You are standing at the boundary between darkness and light. Behind your back is the forest of worries, of unknowns, of fears that you have just walked through. And before you is the shelter of absolute peace. The companion, the one who has held your hand throughout the journey past, gently releases your hand. not to abandon you. But he steps forward one step, turns back to look at you, and reaches out to lift the tent's curtain, a gesture of invitation full of respect. He does not order you in. He invites you in. He wants you to know that this is the place for you. You are expected here. Feel the change in the air as you step closer to the tent. The biting cold of the night dew is vanishing. Instead, a gentle stream of warmth radiates from within. That warmth caresses your cheeks, your forehead, your cold hands. It is like the feeling when you return from the cold rain and sit by the warmest fireplace. Your body automatically sinks down, softens, receiving that warmth. And do you smell that special scent? A thin, fragrant trail of smoke drifts out from the tent door. It is the scent of frankincense and myrrh, a contemplative, deep, classic scent. As soon as that scent touches your sense of smell, your mind seems to stop racing. Wandering thoughts about tomorrow suddenly stop. All noise in the head settles down. Only the presence of this moment remains. That scent tells your soul you have come home. You have arrived at the most holy place. Look into the eyes of God, waiting for you at the tent door. Those eyes are brighter than the lamp inside. Those eyes do not contain judgment about the road dust staining your clothes. He knows you just walked through the dark forest. He knows your feet are tired. He knows your heart needs rest. And he says only one thing. Come inside. I have prepared a place for you. You take one more step. Your foot touches the rug spread before the tent door. Soft, smooth. You feel like you are shedding the last layer of the world's dust outside. The shoes of busyness. Leave them outside. The coat of fame and responsibility. Leave them outside. In this place, you do not need to be an excellent employee, an exemplary father, or a filial child. In this place, you are simply you, a tiny, beloved soul. Imagine you are bowing your head slightly, stepping through the curtain to enter inside. An enveloping sensation immediately embraces you. The space inside the tent is not too vast, but incredibly cozy. It creates a sense of containment. The 4 tent walls separate you completely from the outside world. Storms cannot get in. The sound of crickets also becomes distant, faint. Inside, there is only gentle golden light, shimmering, dancing on the fabric walls. The space is so quiet, you can hear your heart beating slower. Thump, thump, harmonizing with the eternal peace of this place. In the middle of the tent, a soft mattress is spread out. That is your resting place. God signals for you to go there. The feeling of entering this tent of meeting is like crawling into your warm blanket right now. Feel that unity. Your bedroom is the shadow of the tent of meeting. Your bed is the place God has prepared. The soft darkness in your room is the protection of the tent walls. You are safe. You have been separated from the noisy world. No one can disturb you now. The phone is off. Work is put aside. Only you and the divine presence remain. Slowly approach that mattress. Your body is yearning to lie down. The muscles are having a melting sensation due to extreme relaxation. Your eyes are drooping. Drowsiness is coming like a gentle wave, irresistible. Prepare to lie down, to surrender yourself to the deepest sleep you have ever had. In the face-to-face presence with the loving one. You are already in the tent of sacred meeting. Look, how cozy this space is. 4 walls of thick linen have completely separated the world out there. Storms, noise, haste, all have stopped outside the curtain. Here, time no longer flows. Only the eternal moment of the present remains. In the middle of the tent, gentle amber light radiates from the golden lampstand. That light is not blinding, but soothing like the eyes of a mother looking at her sleeping child. It shines into the most hidden corners of your soul, but not to judge, but to warm. And that one, the great companion, is sitting there. He is not sitting on a towering throne. He is sitting on the rug, right opposite your lying place, incredibly close. The Bible records this moment with the most beautiful words the Lord would speak to Moses face to face, as one speaks to a friend. Let that image sink deep into your mind. The God of the vast universe, the one who created billions of stars, is now shrinking down, sitting in this tiny tent, just to be with you. He looks at you, face to face. No distance, no barrier. He sees your eyes tired from worry. He sees the wrinkles on your forehead. He understands even the sighs you have not yet uttered. In this absolute silence, you do not need to use flowery words. Even, you do not need to say anything. His presence is complete understanding. He knows how hard you tried today. He knows what you endured. And He is here to tell you, I know, and I cherish you for that. Imagine you are casting off the last burdens in your heart, like you are taking off a thick coat. Tell Him about your fears in your mind, and look, He receives it. He does not give it back to you. He keeps it. Let me handle this for you. You do not need to carry it into sleep. Do you feel relieved? Look down at the soft mattress spread ready beside him. That is the resting place reserved just for you. Slowly lower yourself. Lie down. Let your entire body be supported by the ground, by the rug, and by the invisible arm of God. Feel the softness of the pillow under your head. Feel the warm blanket wrapping around your body, the tent in the mind, and your actual bedroom have now merged into one. Your bed is the floor of the tent of meeting. Your ceiling is the sheltering tent roof. You are absolutely safe. Allow your body to melt into the mattress. Let go completely. Let us perform the final ritual of letting go together. Pay attention to your feet. They have walked hard all day. Now is the time for them to rest. O feet, soften, heavy, sink down. Pay attention to your hands. Hands that held, worked, shouldered. Now, relax the fingers. Open the palms. Nothing left to hold tight. All has been given to God. Hands. Rest. Pay attention to your shoulders and neck, where the most tension is held. Exhale a long breath and feel the shoulders droop, shaking off every pressure. The burden of the world is no longer on your shoulders. And finally, pay attention to the eyes and mind. Let the eyes close. Gently, let the mind stop racing. Let thoughts pass like clouds, drifting away, holding nothing back in this flickering moment between wakefulness and sleep. God leans closer to you. He tucks the blanket around you, and He whispers the lullaby promise, the promise for Moses. And now for you, my presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. My presence, I am here, right beside the pillow. Will go with you. Tomorrow, when you wake up, I will still be here. I go before you, clearing the way for you. You do not need to worry about the future. And I will give you rest. And now my gift is sleep. Receive that gift. Holy rest. Healing rest. Imagine a thin mist of grace covering you. Cool. Fragrant. Soothing. You are drifting. Drifting buoyantly on the river of love, drifting further and further from the shore of wakefulness, going deeper and deeper into the ocean of beautiful dreams. You are loved. You are forgiven. You are protected. Sleep. Friend of God. Sleep in perfect peace. Good night. Sleep well. Peace. Be with you. And then, when you have bravely walked through the darkness of the forest with a trusting hand in his, look ahead. The darkness is gradually retreating behind. The dense canopies begin to thin out, giving way to a vast and quiet space under the starry sky. There, amidst the vastness of the universe, there is a spot of light radiating miraculous warmth. It is not the glaring light of the city. It is a gentle golden light, shimmering amber, emanating from a simple yet solemn tent. That's the tent of meeting. The final shelter for your soul tonight. Imagine you are standing in front of that tent. The desert night wind may be cold, but as soon as you step into the light spilling from the tent door, an extraordinary warmth begins to envelop you. This is the place Moses used to come to whenever he was tired. This is the place he shed the burden of leadership to become a confidant. And tonight, this sacred space is recreated just for you. Look closely at that tent. The thick tent fabric is woven from fine linen threads, completely separating the inner space from the noisy world outside. It stands solid in the desert, like an immovable rock, no matter how the wind and sand whirl. Now, I want you to make a gentle comparison in your mind. Look around the room you are lying in. Do you realize your bedroom right at this moment is the shadow of the tent of meeting of old? The four walls around you are the sheltering tent fabric. They are erected to separate you from the hustles of life out there. The room door is closed, just like the curtain of the tent of meeting has been lowered. The moment that door closed, you declared to the world, all worries stop here. Now is the time for holy rest. In this space, the sounds of car horns, phone notifications, work arguments, all become strange and faint. Only you and the silence remain. This silence is not empty. It is full. It is full of the Creator's presence. Inhale a deep breath and feel the scent of this place. In the tent of meeting of old, there was always a lingering scent of frankincense and myrrh, a contemplative, deep scent helping to soothe every tense nerve. Imagine that scent spreading in your bedroom, the scent of purification, the scent of peace, the scent of a place where time no longer exists. When you smell that scent of grace, your shoulders automatically droop, your jaw muscles relax, your eyes soften. You feel absolutely safe. Like a child who has just run away from a storm and crawled right into mother's warm blanket. God is waiting for you inside. But before stepping deeper, there is a small ritual we need to perform. Just as Moses took off his sandals before entering holy ground, tonight, you also need to take off the sandals of your soul. Picture this. You are bending down and removing the things that have gathered the dust of the earthly road on your feet all day today. The first sandal is named responsibility. You have worn it for 12 hours. You have fulfilled the role of an employee, a boss, a father, a mother. You have done very well, but now is the time to leave it outside the tent door. Here, you do not need to be responsible for anything at all. Here, you are just a tiny soul needing to be soothed. Take it off, but put it down gently. The second sandal is named expectation. The expectations of others about you. Your own expectations about yourself. That you must be stronger, more successful, more perfect. Oh, how heavy and tight it is. It blisters the feet of your soul. Take it off right now. God does not love you for what you achieve. He loves you for who you are. In this tent of meeting, there is no scoreboard, no KPIs, no comparison. There is only unconditional acceptance. How do you feel when your bare feet touch the soft carpet at the tent door? Cool? Free and light. Nothing binds you anymore. You are completely clean. You are completely free. Step through the curtain and go inside. The space inside the tent is smaller than you thought, but 1,000 times cozier than vast palaces. The light here is the light of intimacy. It is not blinding like the midday sun making you squint. It is gentle like the flame of a beeswax candle, shimmering, dancing on the tent walls. The amber orange of that light is dyeing the space with a color of nostalgia and peace. It reminds you that, no matter how modern and cold the world out there is, in the deepest part of your soul, you always have an ancient and solid shelter. Approach the center of the tent. There is no towering throne. There is only a soft mattress spread on the ground, and the presence is there. He is not a judge sitting waiting to try your mistakes of the day. He is sitting there, calm and gentle, like a father waiting for his child to return from afar. He sees you enter. His eyes light up with joy. Not a word of blame, not a question. Why are you late? Only silent, welcome. Can you feel his presence enveloping your room? It is thick like a duvet. It is soft like a cloud. That presence fills every void of loneliness. If you are lying alone, know that you are not solitary at all. The tent of meeting is full of his presence. He is at your headboard. He is at the foot of your bed. He covers all around you. This sense of safety is the strongest sleeping pill, because when knowing you are safe, your brain will send the signal, time to turn off the lights, time to rest. Allow your body to start sinking deeper into the mattress. Feel the softness of the pillow under your head, like you are resting your head on the lap of the Good Shepherd. Every muscle begins to soften, like wax melting under the warmth of the flame. Melting, melting. You are in the safe zone of the universe. No one can harm you here. The darkness outside only accentuates the warm beauty of the light inside. And in this absolute silence, when two entities, human and God, are closest to each other, a sacred conversation is about to begin, not with noisy words, but with the language of the heart. Lie still and listen to the beat of peace knocking at the door of your soul. Have you lain down yet? Has your body truly relaxed on the soft mattress of the tent of meeting? In this warm amber space, only two entities remain. One is you, the soul longing for rest, and two is the loving one, the friend, sitting right beside you, watching over your sleep. Turn your mind toward him. The Bible records a miraculous moment that happened in this place. The Lord would speak to Moses face to face as one speaks to a friend. Let that phrase, face to face, sink deep into your subconscious. Daily, we are often afraid to face things. We are afraid to face our boss, afraid to face bills, afraid to face our own mistakes. Facing things in the world often brings pressure and judgment. But facing God tonight is completely different. It is the facing of love. Imagine He is looking at you. His gaze does not scan you to look for stains. His gaze stops at your heart to seek connection. He sees the fatigue hidden deep in your eyes. He sees the scratches in your soul that no one else sees. And He does not require you to explain. He does not require you to be strong. He is simply there. His presence says it all. I know. I understand. And I love. You do not need to keep a distance anymore. You do not need to respect from afar. He is so close that you can hear His breath of peace blending with yours. He is so close that He can reach out and gently stroke your tense forehead, smoothing out the wrinkles of anxiety. Feel that invisible hand. Cool, gentle, soothing every headache, every tangled thought. And in this sacred silence, He leans closer to you and whispers in your ear the most precious promise. This promise once revived Moses in the midst of the desperate desert, and tonight it is handed back to you like the softest pillow for you to lay your head on. My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. Let me help you open this gift of grace. Bit by bit, my presence. Notice, He does not say, my angel or my miracle. He says, I myself. The greatest gift is not Him solving the problem for you, but Him being with you in that problem. Right now, in the dark room, you have His presence. Darkness cannot harm you, for the Creator of light is here. Loneliness cannot touch you, for the best friend is sitting here. Inhale. Take that full presence into your chest. We'll go with you. This is the promise for tomorrow. Are you worried about tomorrow? Are you afraid the road ahead is bumpy? Do not fear, for He has said He will go with you. He goes before to clear the way. He goes behind to protect. Your tomorrow is already covered by His presence. Therefore, you do not need to carry the burden of tomorrow into tonight's sleep. Leave tomorrow for Him to handle. Your job now is only this present moment. and I will give you rest. Rest. Hear the sound of this word. How soothing it is. God does not sell rest. God does not trade rest. He gives. It is a gift. You do not need to work harder to sleep well. You do not need to be a perfect person to deserve rest. You deserve it. Because He wants to give it to you, receive it. Open the hands of your soul and receive the rest. It is like a warm stream of honey pouring down the top of your head, flowing down your shoulders, spreading to your arms, soaking into your chest, soothing your belly, and flowing down to your toes. Your whole body is now heavy, but it is the pleasant heaviness of deep relaxation. You feel like you are sinking into the soft mattress of the tent of meeting. Your body dissolves, merging with the peace of this space. Your eyes are shut tight. Your jaw muscles have completely relaxed. The tongue detaches from the roof of the mouth. Breathing becomes deep and slow. In and out. Visualize God gently pulling the blanket of grace over you. He tucks the blanket carefully at your shoulders, at your feet. To ensure you are warm, He watches you sleep. With satisfied eyes, you are safe. You are loved. You are protected. Now, no more words need to be spoken. Language has become superfluous. Only the melody of silence remains. Only the beat of peace remains. Let that promise repeat in your head like a lullaby. Drifting. Drifting. Maghoran, my presence, will go with you. And I will give you rest. Rest now. O beloved soul, it is finished. All worries have been put away. Only good sleep remains. Sleep. Sleep. Go. Peace. Peace.